mine is better than ours. In other words, being able to focus on yourself and prioritize your own growth and emphasize your talent and basically give absolute importance to your success and to your well-being is the only significant obviously achievement that you can achieve in your life, and is the only action that you can regularly practice that takes you to success, that obviously helps you develop, build, and then live with absolute self-respect and self-trust and self-worth and self-knowledge. And that is something only few people realize. Sometimes you have to live for yourself, you have to be for yourself, and you have to think for yourself as well without thinking for the others. Because the more you think for yourself, the more you do, the more you sacrifice yourself from them, the more you are compromised, the more they start taking you for granted, the more they take advantage of your authenticity, truthfulness, the more they obviously automatically intentionally exploit your vulnerabilities and strengths, deficiencies, merits, etc. And the more they disrespect you in one way or another. And that is something only few people realize. Most believe that the more they do for others, the more they do for society and the world, the better it is. But that is not always the case. You have to learn to focus on yourself. You need to concentrate on your education, learning, and growth by not trying to impress others, by not trying to be like others, by not fitting in anywhere into society, but by being like yourself. That is the only way to basically live with yourself and live with happiness and authenticity and truthfulness. And that is something only few people realize. I mentioned that the more you do for others, the more will be taken advantage of, and the more will you be exploited and hurt and disrespected because of your emotional and psychological availability, because you are accessible obviously to them and by them, because they can use you anytime they want. But you shouldn't let that happen. You should set boundaries and standards and live by that. You should live with absolute self-adherence and self-knowledge. That is the only way to make yourself respectable. You should command respect. You should live for yourself, and then they will have to respect you or they leave from your life.